Hey y'all, today we're going to be looking at this DSR ProSeries jump box. It's really a Schumacher PSJ-2212. It's just a straight jump box, no BS like air inflators and other BS. Even these new ones now giving you USB ports. That's just more stuff that could go wrong. I like an old one. These cost maybe about $300. You could get a deal maybe about $250, maybe even $200 sometimes. It has a lighter thing, so you could plug any USB into there. You know what I mean? You could do it in your car, you could do it here. So what do you need to add extra USB ports for shit to go wrong, right? Alright, let's get started. So what the problem is this thing, it turns on, it charges up, but then it goes, like by the next day, it goes all the way back down to 12.6, like it never got charged. And we're going to change the battery. I was going to try to revive the battery, but I already took this apart and to check the battery and see what battery I needed. And it's really bulging, the battery. It's not leaking, but it's really bulged out. So I decided I'm not even going to go there. I'm just going to change the battery. It cost me $60. I bought it on HomeDepot.com. Free delivery. Can't beat it. You can buy it on Amazon. Same price. Same deal. Why did I buy it on HomeDepot.com? I don't know. Alright, get these wires out of the way. We'll start taking her apart. First we got to take this bottom piece off. So I'll get my screwdriver here. Hope the battery's charged. Yep. Let's just start here. Start here, two on the bottom. Yeah, the only thing pain in the ass about working on this is the wires hanging out, but you can deal with it. So now you gotta flip it over. Get two more screws on the other side. Ouch. This sucker's heavy. I guess this weighs about 20-25 pounds. Not exactly sure. Pretty sure the battery weighs 15 pounds or more. It's only a little thing. Okay, let's get this bottom piece off. It's nice rubber. Plastic rubber. It's nice. Alright. Now we can just remove the rest of the screws and we can get the back cover off. I'll spare you all the screwing. Okay, and the last screws here on the bottom. Yeah. Alright, I think I got one stuck in there somewhere. Let's move these screws out of here. This over there. Alright, now when you get this off, be careful. It's got a wire connected right here. So what we're going to do is, I'm not going to unscrew that fan off of there. That's a waste of time. We're just going to unplug it right here. Just pull that like that. Now see how it's hooked under here? So let's just pull it out. Now we can set this off to the side and out of the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this battery out. I'm going to replace it with this Mighty Max battery. It's the same thing, same capacity. This you can see how it's bulged here. I'm afraid to take this battery apart, so I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to replace it. This is terrible what it looks like. So what we're going to do is we're going to loosen up the wires. We're going to do the negative side first, and then the positive. So let's get to it. See what we got here. You could use either a Phillips head or it looks like about a 5/16. I brought 3/8. Yeah, let me get the proper wrench. I'll be right back. Alright. So is it 5/16? We're going to take the positive side off. No, we're going to take the negative side off first. Right? Always the negative side goes on last, so it comes off first. At least that's my logic. When you hook up your battery, you hook up the positive side first, right? And then you hook the negative. So I'm going to disconnect the negative from this side. How can you tell it's the negative? The side's red. That means it's the positive. Plus it has the plus sign here. See how we're doing here. Screw out. Now the new battery came with new screws. I suggest that we probably use the new screws, because there might be a different thread. These are probably you know, inch threads, 1032. Although it might not be. Depends on where it made. Yeah, this is made in China, so this is probably metric threads. So hold on to that. It might be the right one, it might not be. Just keep these wires together, and nothing's flopping around. No need to tie them off. Let's get this cable off. Alright. Save that screw. Now, get the battery out of here somehow. It's friggin' heavy. Let's get that out of the way. Get this out of the way. I can lift it up with my screwdriver. Or maybe not. It's just hard to grab because it's so slippery. There we go. It's just heavy and hard to grab. It's so slippery. Yeah, I'll set that off to the side. Now we'll set our new battery in. Let's get these wires out of the way. Got a nice pad there. It's not dirty. It didn't. My battery never leaked. So we'll just leave it as it is. Watch the wires. There we go. We're in. And remember, we're going to hook these negatives up last. We're going to hook the positive up first. Hopefully everything works out. See, the only difference I see is these posts were closer to the inside on the original battery. So we'll have to make it work, but we'll see. Now let me get the screws. Got the screws ready. They look like the same. Looks pretty much the same. Where's my cover at? Okay, so I checked it out with the cover. It looks like it'll let you stick out the wires out to this edge here. You can see on the inside cover, this is around where the battery's going to be, and it should be all right. We'll find out in a minute. So let's use a lock washer and the flat washer. I don't know why they gave us nuts, but it could be just because it's the way it is. So let's get all our wires in here in the holes. Yeah, this is going to be a little difficult, but we'll get it. Gotta flex that big wire, that's the problem. If we get it start, we'll be in like Flynn. Let's get started. I got a screwdriver here and help. Careful with that big wire so it's not hitting the plastic. Let's see. That's as far down as we can push it. This is gonna be tricky, but I think it'll go on. So I'm just gonna hook up this one first and see if the cover will fit back on right now. Yes, it'll fit. It's tight right here, but it'll fit. I might be able to bend that just a hair. That's all I need is a hair, because it's just that little tightness. Ooh. Yeah, that should do it. That should do it. Okay, let's get the other one on. I'm going to use a flat washer. I mean a lock washer first on here. Flat washer. Let's get our wires lined up. Dropped it. Don't drop anything. This one might be a little trickier. It might be. Man, they really screwed us on these things, but we'll be able to get it somehow. Even if I have to bend it backwards like this. Yeah. So you can see the trouble people had. And I thought they were saying that the posts were too low, but I didn't realize that the posts were way out here. Now I got to be careful because this lug wants to hit the plastic here, so I'm not really in a good spot yet. I got to be careful too not to short nut out. Alright, let's see. Maybe that's why I need the nut. I don't like it. Not liking this one bit. Damn it. Not too well thought out. You thought this was going to be easy, didn't you? Alright, let me take that off. I'm going to put a nut underneath. Change it up a little. So what I'm going to do is, I got my flat washer. And where did my flat washer go? There it is. Dump it out. There it went. Okay. Okay, so what we did was this main wire is actually the clamping cable. So we just pulled it up a little. We'll just have to move these stops down so it doesn't get pulled out. But now I should be able to get it over this way the way I liked it. So let me get these wires back on. My screw. My lock washer. My flat washer. Let's put it on. Okay. Yeah, this should work better now. It's just a pain in the ass. Why don't they just put them in the same spot, right? Well, if you're trying to order a battery, that's one thing you could look for. I mean, I was so worried about not buying a battery with the tabs on it that I didn't like. I'm glad I didn't get that. That I didn't realize that these tabs were, or these posts were farther out than the original. So, of course, you got to change everything. Alright. Looking good. We got everything hooked up. See if the cover will go back on and we'll be good to go. I'll make this nice and tight. I do need to put a stopper here. Let's see what I got here. Yeah, it'll be alright. Or maybe not. Yeah, I gotta put a stopper on there. Okay, got my stopper in here. Keep the wire from pulling out. Everything's tightened up. Alright. Make sure everything's tight. Let's give it one pull with the wrench. So we did only tighten with the screwdriver, but it feels good. Now let's see if our cover's gonna go back on. First we gotta hook the fan wire up. Let's loop it under here. Back over to there. You see that? Back onto the board. It's not flex on this board. Make sure your board is in the grooves. Okay, you're gonna go into the grooves on this cover. Okay, now we're gonna get that. Make sure this wire's out of the way. Let's set it straight down. Set it straight down. It's a little tight on this side. But it looks like it's going to go. A little tight on this side. Quiet there. Alright, looks like we got it snapped in. Ready to go. Oh, still not snapped in on this side. Feels like the battery's stopping it. Not the wire. God. Okay, we're going to be back when it's back. We'll see how it's working. Okay, it was just a dumb foam pad that sits here for the clamps. That's what was stopping it from shutting. So I had to pull that out. Now we're just going to zip it up and see how it goes. And before I zip her up, I want to just say all the long screws go in these deep holes here, and all the short screws go in the holes around the edges, like in the either side, the 3 on the bottom, then the 2 on each side here. Well, I got her back together, and now it seems like I got a problem with my display board here. It's not always coming on. When it does, it's just coming on as a this is what I get. Something ain't right. So yeah, I got problems here. I looked to see if I could get a new board. Seems like they're discontinued, and I wasn't able to find any. So in the future, I'm going to take this board out and see what I could do to fix it, even if it means placing the main chip on it. And yeah, I was having problems with that board before this happened, but anyway, I did plug it in, and the battery is charging, because when I put it in there it was 12.3. Now it's about 13.6, and that should be good. Like I said before, you know, I couldn't trust my other battery, but I'm going to see what I could do about getting this fixed. Anyway, that's how you change the battery. You know, forget about the card problem. We changed the battery. I showed you how to do it. And thanks for watching. Come see us in the next video. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. And ring that little bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching.